Okay, welcome back to One Piece Anime Re-Review Part 13. This time I'm reviewing the Jaya arc and the first 3 episodes of the critically acclaimed and very popular Skypiea. First up is Jaya. Now the thing with this arc is it's mostly just set up for the very next arc of the series. Yep, this arc is the introduction to two very important characters to the One Piece franchise. We see the introduction, even though he's not named here until a bit later. Luffy is not formally introduced to him until actually impelled down. This is the arc introduction to Blackbeard. Yep, this arc has his debut. And Blackbeard's appearance is quite interesting. Okay, now, him having an open shirt. Now, he basically dressed in a white shirt, long pants, weird looking shoes. Oh yeah, his shirt's open. And he wears a do-rag on his head. Oh yeah, he's also missing teeth. Yep, he is missing teeth. This is Blackbeard. And here's the thing. His crew is a crew of 5 people. The Straw Hats are bigger than these guys. We also introduced to Jesus Burgess, who is his fighter, his sniper, Lepron, and the ship's doctor, and a horse. Oh yeah, their ship first appears in this arc, and it's a giant raft. I am not kidding about that. So, let me get this straight. A group of pirates known as the Blackbeard Pirates, their ship is a giant raft. Okay? Fun fact about Blackbeard. Excuse me. He is based upon a real-life pirate. There was a pirate named Blackbeard in real life. But here's the thing. Part of his name, Teach, is, I kid you not, the original Blackbeard, the real-life Blackbeard's real name. Now, the thing is, both him, another character who this guy he killed, which is the reason why the Ace is after him, along with Whitebeard. Yeah, this is also the introduction to Whitebeard. Yes, Whitebeard makes his first anime appearance, and he is freaking huge. He is over 20 feet tall. He is very muscly build. Oh yeah, he's also 63 years old and on life support. He's got a scar across his chest. He's got a weird-looking mustache, and this character, despite being named after Blackbeard, he is not based upon Blackbeard. He is actually based upon Hulk Hogan, of all people. I'm not kidding about that. His appearance is based upon Hulk Hogan. The only difference is Hulk Hogan is hardly ever been this thin. Maybe it's based upon the look he had back in the 90s, I'm not sure. Yep, this also an introduction to Bellamy. Yep, a character who appears in roughly 2 story arcs officially in the anime. Because after this arc, he has never seen the series again until he shows up in Dressrosa. Oh, and by the way, his Jolly Roger he has for his pirate crew is not his. Nope. It's later revealed that's actually someone else's Jolly Roger who he has permission to use. Yes, this is also an introduction to several other characters, including Doflamingo, Bartholomew Kuma. This is also the first appearance of Mary Jo for the first time. Yep, Mary Jo, pretty much the headquarters of the world government, that makes his debut, along with the 5 characters who refer to as the 5 Elder Stars, which I refer to as the 5 Elder Idiots, for a simple reason. These five people are buffoons. These guys are so arrogant and even though these guys are in the universe of One Piece, these guys are the ones running the world. But it's later revealed these guys are not the actual rulers. Yeah, it was revealed there's actually someone higher than them. A secret ruler which sits on the empty throne inside Mary Jo. And this character has only been seen in shadow. We have no idea who this character is. The guy appeared in the anime for roughly 1 episode. In the manga, this guy appeared for 2 chapters. Yeah, who this guy is, no idea. All I know is this guy is the real ruler of the planet, of the world One Piece, and nothing much is known else known about him besides that he's the ruler of the world. Maybe Oda saved him in later arc. It's possible. Yeah, but the reason why I call these guys, if I don't like these characters at all, well, for good reason, these characters are not meant to be liked. These 5 idiots basically are responsible for what happens in the flashback in Edoros Lobby. I'll get to that eventually. It's actually a future arc I'm going to do. It's not the next arc at this one after Skypiea. No, next to Skypiea is G5. Actually, it's G8. Yep. Now, Jaya is roughly 8, at least 9 episodes. Yeah, arc. In manga, this is roughly 18 chapters. Like 19 chapters. Yeah, that's how much covered in episodes. Yep, and this is also the first time when we first see, well, first time since Alabasta, we see Luffy's updated bounty, which is 100 million berries, and Zoro's bounty, which is 60 million berries. Which, here's the thing, Zoro's got the third highest of the entire crew. Why I say third highest? Because Nico Robin is 70 million. The reason for that is, like I said, now I've explained the Eros Lobby. Yep. And we also have sort of an introduction to, like, basically a plot thread that'll continue for quite a while. Well, basically, it was set up something they'll play off later. Basically, one of Blackbeard's men goes to the meeting where they're going to decide a new replacement for, basically, for Crocodile because he got outed because of what happened at Alabasta. Of course, in this meeting, the 6 main warlords are invited, but only 3 show up. And these are basically Doflamingo. Thing about this guy is 10 feet tall, and at this point in the series, he is 38 years old. No joke, that's seriously how old this guy is. And his coat that he wears in this particular arc... Sorry about that. Yeah, this coat he wears is pink, like, feather coat that he wears in all of his appearances. He does change his shirt later on to a different shirt he wears for Dressrosa. But yeah, this is his definitive look. After this particular arc, Doflamingo would not be seen again until Sabaody at the Sabaody arc. Yeah, that's the next time we see him. Well, as for in the case of Bartholomew Kuma, yeah, this is his anime debut in this arc. He doesn't speak. No, he does not speak. This is just his debut. He just there. He just walks about. What he is actually not explained until Thriller Bark, which is actually his next experience in the anime. Yeah. Which also is who replaces Crocodile. It's basically throwing the hat that Blackbeard do it, but Blackbeard is fairly new at basically being a pirate. The guy doesn't even have a bounty on his head. And yet this guy was one of the Whitebeard pirates. Yeah, Blackbeard. And here's the thing about Blackbeard. Despite the fact he's called Blackbeard, he doesn't have Blackbeard. Not really. He doesn't have a beard. Yeah, it's like he looks clean shaven. And I'm thinking that, okay, I'm sure in this world we have dentists and basically like people have dentures. Like later on in the series, basically Blackbeard gets them really big. And I'm thinking of how much money power he has. Get yourself a freaking dentist, get your teeth fixed. Yeah, by his most recent appearance in Wano, which was, it was the most recent appearance in the anime, he still has not got his teeth fixed. Yeah, he's actually missing teeth. Yeah, the reasoning for that is never actually explained. Now, this also sets up, this arc also has a plot that will continue a little later, and that is Whitebeard meeting up with Shanks. Why they're meeting up? Not going to say what it is until they bring it up again, but yeah. We also see return of Red Hair Shanks, which always good to see Red Hair Shanks. In the anime, currently, he has not appeared in quite a while. Yeah, like post time skip, the guy has done virtually almost nothing currently right now. Yes. And pretty much the arc starts quite interestingly. It picks up right at the end of the Rainbow Mist arc, we're seeing pieces of a ship falling from the sky. Yep, and then they go fishing for it, and of course they find a map. They find a particular boat, a little small boat, which, by the way, this thing actually will play a tiny part in the very next arc of the series. And this become a regular part of the ship for pretty much the rest of the franchise. Though it has... a lot of the time, I think, it appeared after Skypiea. Usually, a lot of the time, it appeared in filler stories or here and there. It just depends upon whenever the writers feel like using it. They also introduced the two Scavengers. The Monkey Brothers. Yep. And they go to a place called Jaya. Go to a place called Mocktown. Of course, this first mention of Skypiea. It's mentioned that it's later referenced that Skypiea, the lost island, used to be pretty much where the whole of this island is. That pretty much was the lost city, but it's never actually explored. So, we have Luffy, Zoro, and Nami going to look for information about Skypiea. They go to a bar. Luffy, of course, gets off a drink. Of course, Bellamy is there. Yep, and he gets him a drink, and then he smashes his face on the counter. And then he says the most stupidest things. Oh, wake up. It's no longer the new era. They're basically this is new era with no dreams. Just basically wake up to reality and have treasures around you. Yeah, pretty much everything Bellamy says. This is all comes from Doflamingo when he shows up in the Dressrosa arc. Yeah, because what Bellamy says is a load of bull. Even Blackbeard, which Luffy doesn't know this is Blackbeard, even he. Oh yeah, also he has sort of a bit of an eating contest with Luffy. Like, hey, give me 52 pies. They give him 52. He's like, I have money for that. Yep, and he takes the 52 pies outside and he proceeds to eat some of them. Yeah. He also says the pie is really good, but he also says the alcohol is pretty bad. Yeah, and then basically, because of the bullcrap Bellamy says, he proceeds to have, Luffy tells Zoro, don't fight, and Bellamy beats the living crap out of them while they just stand there. Yeah, they actually get this from Red Hair Shanks, believe it or not. Yeah, that's where Luffy gets this from. And pretty much according to Blackbeard, he tells Nami, despite the fact they won't fight back, and of course, according to Blackbeard, they actually won the fight because they didn't throw a punch. Despite the fact they're heavily bruised. Of course, Chop fixed them up. And Robin, of course, is once again back in an outfit that, from what I can tell, I think was her debut outfit in the anime. Yeah, this bluish cowgirl outfit. Yeah, which she actually got some information about where we can find information about Skypiea. A guy called Cricket on the other side of the island. That's when we read out with the brothers a little bit later. They come across what looks like a big palace. Turns out it's a facade. And they look inside his house briefly, and they come across a book called Nolan the Liar. And it's also hinted at something here about Sanji. Yeah, they say that Sanji grew up in the East Blue, but he was actually born in the North Blue. In case you're wondering, is this set up for anything? Is this line set up for anything? Yes. This is set up to something explored in Whole Cake. I am not kidding about that. Yeah, Oda pretty much, I don't know if he set this up very early on about Whole Cake, but sending it way back in the Jaya arc of all things. Yep, and that's when Cricket shows up, and he's a pretty tall, it's not like he's called old man. He does look like an old man. He looks like a guy probably in his early 40s, I'd say. And he's got the same hairstyle as Nolan the Liar. They don't really go much of the backstory about him here. They do explore him a little bit later in the Skypiea arc when they show an actual flashback to him. Yeah, well apparently the guy found this lost city of gold, and then he also was an explorer. He was also claimed to be a liar and then executed the same. Looked like the same way as Gold Roger. Yeah, the way Gold Roger was executed was him. He was sitting down. We had these two spears and stabbed right in his chest, and that apparently killed him. Both Gold Roger and Nolan the Liar. At first, Cricket didn't want anything to do with him. Then he realizes, though, because of all the stuff that him and his cohorts pretty much found, that yeah, should find. Also, introduction to the knockout, mention this knockout stream, and you also find the South Bird. Yeah, a bird that pretty much the Straw Hats had to go out and find in the middle of the woods in the middle of night, while also avoiding a bunch of cockroaches, centipedes, grasshoppers. It's like up the wazoo. Eventually they catch one just by sheer luck. Yeah, it was captured by Nigo Raba of all people, a news member of the crew. Yeah, she caught the creature. And after catching it, of course, the Monkey Brothers, which they briefly fight, and then of course they team up. And of course, they also wanted to soup up their ship because the ship was damaged from the previous. It was damaged from the filler stuff, so they fixed it up, which was quite nice of them. And while everybody else was out basically getting the stuff, That's when Bellamy finds out about it, finds out about Cricket, and goes out and pretty much beats the crap out of him and the two monkey brothers and steal all of his treasure. Luffy, of course, yeah. And of course, overnight they get the ship fixed up. Of course, he'll be up by morning. He goes all around the island just to get to Mocktown. And Bellamy shows up as Devil Power. Yeah, he's got Devil Power. It's basically the spring fruit. He can turn his feet into he can turn his legs into springs. He proceeds to hop around town for Luffy, basically punches him really hard in the face, which also causes his fist to bleed. Takes back his the gold, and also this is when they find out Luffy's got 100 million berry bounty. They think it's fake. Turns out it's actually true. I don't know why the Bellamy Pirates are so stupid. Yeah, the Bellamy Pirates are written to be so much of an idiotic crew that they'll believe anything their captain says, even if it's a little bullcrap. He even basically had it where convinced his first officer believed that guy Bellamy was playing cards against was the reason why he beat Bellamy, because he cheated, even though he probably didn't. He did not cheat at all. Bellamy probably used it to take all the money back. Yeah, because Bellamy is a dick. That's what he is, a dick. After he gets defeated, they very much, Luffy gets back just in time for the gold to get back, and he says of course, Cricket says thank you for achieving his gold, and they proceed to get him out to where possibly, knockout stream was explained that it's this sort of pocket underwater that sort of explodes. And with the South Bird, this finds out where this thing is, and apparently it was coming up early, because he comes out around noon, 5 times a month of Knockout Stream. Knockout Stream is simply this gigantic pillar of water that connects the ocean to the sky. And thanks to the Monkey Brothers, of course, all chased by the Black Bear Pirates, though they don't know the Black Bear Pirates, they don't count them again for quite some time. The Straw Hats, as far as you can tell currently in the anime, after even the manga, after this arc, the Straw Hats never encounter the Black Bear Pirates ever again. Luffy does. He counters them again. And Impel down. Yep, that's next time he counters them. And then they proceed to go up the knockout stream. And here's the thing. They actually took the time to put wings on the thing, make it so it can flow up the sky. They get up there, and of course leads directly into Skypiea. They get up there, not much of a problem. And they get to have Lucy out do some swimming. And Luffy has to go stretch his arm out to save him. But Rob basically chips in and helps save Usopp. And, well, then they're about to be attacked by a guy on skis, on clouds. Yeah, this actually plays some part in the Skypiea arc. And they're about to be attacked. All of a sudden, a guy on a giant bird shows up. No, it's a Sky Knight. His name was actually the Gonfall. They actually laid on this guy is that was actually God at one point. I am not kidding about that. Where he proceeds to fend off the attacker, gives him a whistle. Because, well, they lose money, but so they go and they find a way to get inside Skypiea. They come across a gate known as Heaven's Gate. No, they've not sent to heaven. There's a woman named Amazon, which even though that the toll is 1 billion this currency up here, which is apparently in layman's terms about 70 million berries. Yeah, thanks for the pictures. They go up no problem, despite the fact that Amazon had no way to stop them. And they get to shore and do some exploring, and they run into Conus, Mia Conus, because she's playing a harp, and well, their father shows up with their basically the very special jet ski, which apparently found another. They show the actual one that they show them later. Of course, apparently it's an older model from 200 years ago. And while they're with them, and of course they have dinner with them with their very nice house. It looks like their house looks very modern for a time period that's mostly kind of like the golden age of piracy. Even though the house looks very modern. Even though they're using like seashells, which are known as dials in Skypiea. And well, of course they go chillaxing outside. And of course we actually have, well, we gotta have Marines, because the Marines show up like every arc of the series except for this one. Yeah, apparently in this world we have Marines. And apparently these guys are, they mentioned the guy who's actually the god currently, his name is Enru. And the way to describe him and the way these guys act, it sounds like a dictatorship. just like in Rainbow Mist. I don't know if Rainbow Mist took inspiration from this arc or took elements from this arc to put into Rainbow Mist. You know, having an evil guy be basically a dictator, and issuing all these taxes and paying all these fees. Yeah, it's very similar to that. By the way, how they approach the Straw Hats is so stupid. They can't simply walk up to the... Oh, by the way, the Sky People actually have wings in the back. Yeah, pretty much all of them do, except for like one guy that Nami finds later. Yep, and by the way, Nami gets a chance to ride out on one of these little sky carts, and, well, goes out, comes across this island, which is later to be sacred land. Don't worry, the Straw Hats actually go there. And then when the Marines show up, there's the White Brigade. First, they crawl on their stomachs, despite the fact there's really no need to. And then they stand up and say, oh yeah, you're charged with not paying a toll. You have to pay 10 times the amount. You have to pay 10 billion, which actually equates to 700 million berries. When Nami finds out about this, she proceeds to whack him in the frickin' face. Also, he proceeds to plant a bunch of false charges. And like, oh, hunting apparently there's a fine for damaging a property of Skypiea. Even though that Luffy found it this way. It's his. It's Nami's, actually. Oh, yeah. Fishing for endangered fish. And apparently killing is dangerous. Nope, the endangered fish is not dead. Zoro just somebody just knocked out. Of course, Luffy tries to eat it. And, oh yeah, another spine. And, well, while Nami's on this island, there's another guy, basically, who's trying to run away. Originally, this guy wanted treasure, but he simply just wanted to get away now because he doesn't want anything to do with these guys. We see these three guys. Oh, yeah, by the way, Gonfall, his bird turned to a horse. He ate the horse first for transfer into a Pegasus, but it was very disappointing. I agree. And the three guys appear who confront this treasure hunter guy. Yeah, these guys are pretty much the secondary villains of this arc, where Enru is the main villain. He doesn't show up for quite a while, actually. He mentioned frequently, but doesn't actually show up. And, well, that's where we left off there. Jaya is a really good arc. Mostly it's just there to set up pretty much Skypiea, while also planting seeds for what's going to happen in Impel Down, and stuff explored with Whitebeard later. So, great arc to do for Jaya. Skypiea, I got a pretty good start with that. I pretty much watched the first 3 episodes. I'm technically on the 4th episode right now, and this arc is turning out to be, well, like I remember from a few years ago, it's a really good arc. If you're wondering how long the actual arc is for Skypiea, it is 43 episodes. For an arc that's well beloved, it is quite lengthy. Yep. Well, yeah, that's it for this particular review. My next review is going to be a review of ReZero. Yep. New episode came out Wednesday, so new episode of the anime came out today, okay? But this next video. Bye.